WBC アメリカとの決勝戦。3対2の日本が1点差リードで迎えた9回2アウト。大谷選手対トラウト選手の歴史に刻まれる対戦。大谷選手は見事空振り三振でトラウト選手を抑えました。その対戦を MLB ネットワークの解説者である。キャリア14年で2009年のレイズ在籍時にはホームラン39本を放ちホームラン王のタイトルを獲得したカルロス・ペーニャ氏。キャリア15年でパドレス在籍時の2007年には19勝6敗防御率 2.54 でサイ・ヤング賞を獲得したジェイクピービー氏。のお二人がトラウト目線、大谷目線で解説していました。
Let's go to Jake and Carlos. Carlos, give me your take on that first, because again, I don't know if it's changed. I know Hideki Matsui was a great power hitter. He came right over to the U.S., played for the Yankees, hit for power. But on the by and large, it was sort of a different game. Japan seemed to be playing a very U.S.-style game, state-of-the-art game last night.
Just great all-around big game. I mean, they play fundamentally sound baseball, but they get their pitch where they want it. They're going to drive it out of the ballpark. They have great stuff, just like BK was saying, and that at bat last night, Jake. I mean, come on. This is what dreams are made of.
You're exactly right. Look, getting a chance to play in the WBC, I can tell you, Carlos, what this meant to both of these individuals. And watching this go down, I just watched Harold Reynolds and those guys last night. Ohtani said after this first pitch, he thought that Mike Trout was looking soft.
Well, you see right here, that first pitch to Mike Trout. I'm trying to get in his own head. Okay, this is a very epic at-bat. You got to have a plan against a guy like Ohtani. And he goes automatic take right away. If you see out of his hand right here, this is that slider. You see Trout didn't even offer it. He was taking a strike there, at least a pitch.
This is what I loved right here. It's 1-0. The game's one-run difference. Watch this fastball right here. This shows me what kind of competitor Shohei is, and just getting back in the count with a fastball kind of center cut, and Mike's just not ready for it.
And let me tell you something. Obviously, this is 102 miles per hour. I mean, this is hard to hit, but this is Trout's strength. That is the zone that Trout likes it, low and away, middle away, down by the knees. He loves that pitch in that zone. And I'm like, Ohtani, don't mess around too much in there. That's dangerous.
They had gotten him out earlier in the game with splits. That's an incredible. Ohtani's starting
still
to
going out
this fastball. That was a fastball there, but he's cutting it, and he did it to Mookie Betts. But again, falls behind 2-1. And earlier in the game, Mike Trout has struggled with the split. I promise you, in his mind, he's thinking that thing's coming at some point in time, because right now it's 2-1. Here comes another fastball, Mike Trout's strength, and it's going to get by him.
Yes, he is very late on it. I mean, this fastball's got incredible life, as you can see. But again, you know, center cut, but you see that ride? That's a tough fastball to get to, Jake.
You're exactly right.
Come on.
We're not throwing.
Let's play that again. Let's play that again.
All I'm trying to get at right here is the confidence that Shohei has against the best player in the world to fall behind 1-0. Here's my fastball, four-seam. To fall behind 2-1, here it is again. That just shows you the kind of attack mode and the beast that this guy
But I have to be honest, Jake, when I see the catcher setting up like low and away, if you go back to the setup, right, he's actually giving him the low and away target.
Oh, he wants it down there. That's right.
And I'm like, no, don't mess in there with Trout. I mean, you throw that pitch out there, he handles it well. I know it's 100+ miles per hour. You have to elevate. But this is what happens, and this is something that I want to ask you as a pitcher. Go ahead and let this go. I mean, he lets this go, and he knows that if he misses, that ball is still riding up and in towards, a very difficult part of the zone for Trout to handle.
But you're making a great point. He's in this moment, you're so jazzed up. He's overthrowing a little bit and not hitting his spot with those fastballs. Kevin Brown once told me, though, Peeve, when you throw it with full-out conviction and you miss, I have a lot more chance to get away with it. And these balls are missing up and over the plate a little bit. They're just up high enough, and they're thrown with absolute conviction.
Jake, if we look at this side angle, you know that when you throw that fastball, right, see if we got the side angle. Let's see if we can pause it. Go ahead, go back here, because I want to show you something, Jake. Go back a little bit more. Okay, here comes the ball. Go ahead, press play. Here comes the baseball. Here comes, let's pause it there. Okay, this is the trajectory of that pitch. Trout's going to be underneath it, and I want to show you when he actually crosses that trajectory of the ball. Go ahead and play it. When the bat gets here, pause it. Go ahead, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. This is kind of like when this pitch is almost on the catcher's mitt, that's when Trout actually gets the barrel to the where the pitch was. That is absolutely crazy. He is like 2 feet late. That's how difficult
in a
it
hitter's
is.
count. In a 2-1 hitter's count where you should be expecting that fastball. That's right. Yeah, I don't think Japan gets enough credit for their game plan and pitch calling because, like I said, Mike Trout had struggled with the split, as everybody does, earlier in this game. And to get those fastballs right there, I guarantee you he wasn't really looking for them.
Yeah, man, and you have to be looking for the fastball in order to be able to catch up to it. As a matter of fact, you got to kind of gear up, even more so, because you know this is 100 plus.
That's
you
just
see the
overthrowing
right there?
Yeah, just missing your location. But this is what you love in young pitchers. This is the biggest moment. You see the adrenaline, and we talked about it. He is overthrowing a little bit to gather yourself in the biggest moment and execute in this moment right here, 3-2 with everything.
Okay, so how about this, Jake? So here I am. It's 3-2 count. I'm going against Ohtani. Guy throws 102 miles per hour. As a hitter, I'm like, I got to be ready for the fastball.
Of course.
Forget it, man. I'm just going to lay down the line. I'm hunting fastball. I don't care what happens. I'm going to sell out on it. Guess what? This pitch right here is absolutely nasty because it looks like the fastball you're looking for.
Exactly right. You know, when you have Ohtani and you have these weapons, it would have been hard for me, Carlos, after you taking those 2 swings. If I'm facing Mike Trout and he swings in is late on 2 hitter count fastballs, I'm probably going to throw another one. This, again, goes to Japan's pitch calling and Shohei's ability to throw any pitch, any location.
Go back, Jake, because you mentioned something very important here. If he goes right here, like this is what Mike Trout is thinking, exactly what you're saying. I'm with you. I'm like, don't mess around down here. Don't do it. You already gotten away with it twice. You know, be careful with that slider hanging. He throws a slider. I want you to pause it halfway to the plate. Go ahead. Press play. Here we go. Halfway to the plate. We're going to pause it. There, pause. Right there, it looks like the fastball you want to hit. You're like, oh, man, that's it. That's what I want. He already committed. He's like, I'm swinging. Go ahead and play it. And now he's going to swing through it. There's nothing you can do about this.
No, there isn't. There really isn't. This was as much fun as I've had watching baseball in a long, long time, Carlos. And like I said, I thought I was dreaming last night when this matchup was going to take place. Mike Trout is as good as anybody in the game. I hope we get a chance to see him after some revenge. But you know, when those pitchers execute at that clip, it's really, really tough.
So tough. I mean, probably one of the best players in baseball, 1 and 2, the 2 best players in baseball facing each other in the World Baseball Classic. Come on, BK, that's what dreams are made of.
No question. Again, you can't just set that up. That has to unfold. You knew Trout was going to bat. We didn't know he was going to bat with 2 outs. Jake, you remember we did something on MLB Now last year when Ohtani really developed, and you used the word just now, conviction. He's as great as he was as soon as he hit the United States as a starting pitcher. His commitment to the pitchers, you could see it right there, and his ability to sell and fully believe in what he's able to throw. Again, it was a master at work last night to get that strikeout.
MLB で偉大な成績を残したお二人から打者目線投手目線で、とても分かりやすい解説をしていただきました。1球目のスライダーから始まる熱い激突と心理戦。スプリットを意識させながら、トラウト選手の大得意なコースを100マイルを超える速球で空振りを取り、最後は速球を意識させてのスライダー。お見事でした。ジェイクピービー氏がおっしゃっていた信念。これが大谷選手のボールに乗り移り圧巻の投球につながったのでしょう。本当に夢のような対戦でした。またいつか見られる日があればいいですね。